Lindsey Graham is providing some extraordinarily important information into the public consciousness. With the sham impeachment hoax, or something, whatever they call it now, going on, it's opening the door for Kamala Harris to also be impeached. Lindsey Graham warns that Kamala Harris could be impeached if Republicans win the House next year. Incredible. Incredible. Senator Lindsey Graham warned. Again, I just want to be very clear. Lindsey Graham, no relation to the cracker variety. They're unrelated. I know they look very similar, Lindsey Graham and the Graham cracker. I understand that they're probably, cousins or something. But again, no relation, no relation. So Senator Lindsey Graham, not to be confused with the cracker, warned Sunday that if Republicans take control of the House of Representatives in next year's midterm elections, Vice President Kamala Harris could face impeachment for her tweet supporting a bail fund for Black Lives Matter. This idea that they're trying to link a bail fund for Black Lives Matter to Kamala Harris is ridiculous, especially when Republican politicians prominently funded Kyle Rittenhouse's $2 million bail. Right, Kyle Rittenhouse, right, someone who actually murdered people. That's fine. He's an American hero, Kenosha kid, blah, 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 right? But innocent, peaceful protesters that were sent to jail in, that were basically, virus-spreading locations, right, getting bailed out. No. Unbelievable, right? This is just, oh my God. Speaking in an interview on Fox News Sunday, a day after the U.S. Senate acquitted President Trump, the South Carolina Republican said the former president's impeachment trial brought forth because of the deadly January 6th Capitol riots opened Pandora's box. If you use this model, I don't know how Kamala Harris doesn't get impeached if Republicans take over the House, because she actually bailed out rioters. Oh my God. Graham said, again, not to be confused with the cracker, I know there's a lot of similarities, but two entirely distinct entities, said of the former California senator from Oakland, "So we've opened Pandora's box, and I'm sad for the country." Like many pro-Trump Republicans, Graham appeared to be equating the deadly siege on the U.S. Capitol last month with last summer's racial injustice protests, two very different events rooted in opposing movements. On June 1st, Harris tweeted a link to a fundraiser for the Minnesota Freedom Fund and asked her followers to chip in to help post bail for protesters in the city following the outrage over the police killing of George Floyd. Video captured the incident in which Floyd, who was black, thank you for that reminder, gasped for breath, handcuffed on the ground as an officer pressed his knee into his neck on May 25th. The Black Lives Matter movement demands an end to systemic racism that often disproportionately takes the lives of black people. Small fragments of last year's nationwide protests included violence, but the movement was largely peaceful. Though scenes of looting and fires drew media and public attention, a recent Princeton University study showed that 93% of the 7,760 demonstrations linked to the Black Lives Matter movement in 2020 were peaceful. The Capitol riots by Trump supporters aimed to overturn a free and fair election by attacking an American institution and took the lives of 5 people, including 1 police officer. Trump supporters turned up at the behest to, quote, fight like hell, after he stated more than once that he'd fraudulently lost the election, birthing countless conspiracy theories. Some Republicans have drawn a false equivalency between the two events. Representative Matt Gaetz of Florida and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia focused on violence in last summer's civil rights protests during the House impeachment proceedings. Graham, again, not to be confused with the cracker, has spoken of the possibility of impeaching Harris before, bringing it up earlier in the month in an interview with Fox's Sean Hannity. The senator's office did not return requests for comment. So, relatively decently written article, just drawing the distinctions between protests against police brutality and protests against democratic elections. Now, I know Democratic asterisk. I get you. But again, those are two entirely different and opposing ideologies. The idea that you're going to compare people storming the Capitol, killing police officers, trying to overthrow the election results, to people that are righteously upset at the idea that their friends and family are being murdered by police on live video all across the world, right? The idea that you think those two are comparable really is the biggest dumb fuck bullshit anyone could possibly spew. And again, Lindsey Graham, not sending his best, folks. Not sending his best. And, Jesus Christ. But, again, this is going to be something we're going to have to contend with, I suppose, in the coming. What is this image? What is this image? What is that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just...
Unbelievable.
God, these people are dumb as fuck.